Good evening, all. How you all doing? Welcome to Train Sim World 6. How are you all doing? I don't know if any of this is coming out at all. All I can hear is the old Train Sim World thing. I'm kind of hoping this is correct. Good evening, all. How you all doing? Welcome to Train Sim World 6. How are you all doing? What's that? Easy to pull isn't
I don't know if any of
TSW?
this is coming out at
In
all.
a quote?
All I can hear is the old
I have
Tracy
no
World
idea.
thing.
No idea what you're talking
I'm
about.
kind of hoping this is correct.
Good evening, all. How you all doing?
Right, I can hear
Welcome
myself
to
again.
Okay, that's all right. How you all doing, guys? I hope you are well. It's 6-7. He said 6-7. Yeah. Oh, guys, how are you doing? I'll tell you what. I reckon yesterday I hadn't recovered from Friday. Uh, I'm not going to keep saying, ha ha, he said that. No, I'm not going to do that. Um, oh, yeah, basically, I didn't stream last night because I was absolutely knackered. I woke up at 5:15 yesterday morning. I went to bed at 12:30. Bearing in mind that Friday morning, I actually got up, I woke up at 3 o'clock, an hour before I was supposed to have actually got up. So, yeah, it's yeah, it was a bit of a pain in the ass. And actually, with all the obviously everything that was going on Friday, I mean, Bradley will say that basically they were cancelling services left, right, and centre. They cancelled the 1900 to Victoria, the 1915 to London Victoria, and there was one that was 1908, and I said to Bradley, I had to get on the 1933. That was my designated service that I had to get on. And literally it was. I said to Bradley, I said, you know what? I reckon I better get on this. We better get on this service. And he goes, yeah. Good job we did because they cancelled the 1933 service. And we actually saw, well, Bradley actually saw the track defect, the track buckle on the Catford Loop as well as we went past it. 1905, 1918, 1933, all canned. If I'd missed the 1933, it would have screwed me up for getting everything. So for getting home, but I would have been allowed to get the one that gets at about, I think it was gets in about either 11 o'clock or half 11. So it would have been about 11:45 because would have been retimed. So yeah, it was a crazy day. It was a very good day. I think you guys are gonna enjoy the next version of Train Sim World, whatever it shall be. Um, yeah. Um, there's just loads. I can't remember half of it because yeah, they were still talking about it in the on our ambassador server the other this morning. I was just like, oh yeah, they mentioned that as well, didn't they? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's just crazy, absolutely crazy. But I hope you guys are okay. I'm not too bad. I am tired. We'll just go as much as we did. We will go as far as I can. I've not done. I didn't really do a lot yesterday because I slept from about 5 o'clock last night. Oh, okay. I slept from about 5 o'clock last night through to about half past 7. Um, yeah, I just absolutely knackered. And then what did I do? I had something to eat, and then I just sat down and watched YouTube, watched the video DVD, watched some YouTube, and about midnight, just after midnight, I went to bed. Actually, it was 1 o'clock, and I woke up at 6:15 this morning. I managed to get back to sleep for about an hour, but then I got up. So yeah, we've got 5 routes. Whether we get them done or not, I don't know. We'll see. But decent routes. And I'm not in RC previews, so we should see any Creator Club liveries as well. So yeah, guys, let's get in. Hit the like button, please, because it really will help. It really does help. So we're cracking off today. I haven't driven this route in a while, and I really think I should do. Is Northern Trans-Pennine. Is that someone on the internet? No, that's someone on Arsebook. It's currently 24 degrees. You comment on a post. I should have Northern. Oh, I have. Oh, I got the bloody photo. Oh yeah. I'm reading this from. I replied to a post on Train Sim World Community. Someone put in, my hope is for a new game they will do the Class 99 locomotive. My reply was not. Nope, as Stadler has said, no to granting licenses for the 68, 88, 93, and 99, as well as Greater Anglia Flirts. Someone's then replied with, so as an aside, I'm guessing that rules out DTG ever doing the Merseyrail route, as that uses the new 77s from Stadler. And I turned around and said, don't know, never say never, you never know. Yeah, so yeah, it's weird. It's weird. Someone's then replied with, hopefully ATS don't touch and ruin this one like they done with the 90. And I just replied with, last time I played the 90, it works okay. And then he said, if you like low res textures and virtually non-existent sounds amongst things, then yeah, it works exactly how I imagine the real thing to complete with a dual stick to activate DSD. Whatever. And then someone's put down, I hope it's not a refurbished version of the previous game with all the DLC ported over to the new game. It should feature a whole new setup and a whole new scenario building where you can do more than just point A to point B driving when you go up to the green silo and actually do work instead of just driving it. Oh, fuck me, mate. Where the hell have you been? Has anyone else noticed that DB Cargo's UK Class 66s, or at least some of them, appear to have external cab mirrors? Well, they've had external cab mirrors for the last anything to the last decade. What about nationalising Adele? What the fucking hell do we want to nationalise her for? What do we want to nationalise Adele, for God's sake? I know she's a national treasure, but come on. I want to do a 40. But it's going to be a Domino 40. Oh, we're going to do Manchester Leeds loaded oil as well. Hardly any cloud. 16th of August. Moaning morons who know nothing. Yeah. Oh, God, yeah. Yeah. No, it was good. It was a really good day because we got a chance to chat to some of the third party people as well who were there. Yeah, very good. Yeah, but I'm not driving the Athena shit though. I'm driving the Northern Trans-Pennine shit stuff. Not that I need it on. I don't think I've played Northern Trans-Pennine on the PC. Um, yeah, that's not right. EWS is booked, yeah. Hi Matty, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Sorry, I've only just seen you. Yeah, tell me about it. These are all going to be timetables as well. Yeah, it was good. It was good to catch up with Paul, Tintin, Jason, the other Paul, Matt, Alex, Jamie as well. Spoke to Jamie, Harry as well, and a couple of the other regular DTG guys. My lord's grommet lad. Third roller. I don't know why it's doing the EWS ones. I think I'm safe in saying that I'm not going to hit 20 miles an hour with this. This is definitely showing its age. What the fuck? I think that's supposed to be like that. I'm kind of hoping it is. I've had my balcony door shut and my windows shut today because the idiot's one floor up to the left just been out on the balcony all day, just been smoking weed. Honestly, it's just absolutely doing my head in. So it blows all down into my balcony. So I've now currently got the balcony door open, so I may have to go and shut it at some point. On the tanks on the way down. Wonder if they're just normal standard TEAs or they're EWS ones. I've got no clue why they're coming up as EWS mods. So when I finish work tomorrow, I get home, I've got a pretty stacked afternoon for stuff to do. I've got to sort my pics out. I only took a few pics, took a couple of videos. I've got to do a number of things. Yeah, I've got a complete list of redo a list. I'll transfer it over actually. I think I can email it to my NTL World account. Just a list of everything that I saw. And I could add to that from where I put my dictaphone that I had. Haha, you said dick. Yep, next Tuesday. Hi, Metra. Yeah, it's the EWS. No, it's not. It's the Southeastern High Speed Enhancement Pack. But I swear that's not in there. I've got rid of it, so it should be in there. It's the mod for it. Yeah, we're 8 days away. So from Dovetail Direct. It's not live. It's pre-recorded. I think this is these are loaded. So I found out today I can put 2 SSDs together. I have one already on the motherboard. I can have another one that sits underneath it. So at some point I want to get a 2 terabyte one. Of course you will. I think we need a 31 and 4 Mark 2Fs, 4 second class Mark 2Fs, a Mark 1 buffet car, and 2 first class Mark 2s as well. Yeah, you can almost guarantee someone to do this. I mean, someone asked about, and I will quote this. So some guys actually just replied to me. He goes, "I wish Dovetail would hire a modding group like Switchpoint Simulations and some good route builders to make us a good new North American route for TSW7. I know SBS specialises in TSC, but the locomotive quality would be amazing. Maybe having a new blah 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 blah." He just goes on and on about, oh, we could do with this, we could do with that. I just basically replied with, it's not down to Dovetail to hire a third-party group. It's down to you guys, the US community, to actually get together and form third-party groups with similar interests in designing and building logos and groups that you want to build and release as part of the third-party program with Dovetail. This is how the UK and European third parties operate. You guys are expecting, but you guys are expecting everyone else to do it for you. Which is true, they are. Yeah, it would. It would. Oh, Tees Valley definitely would be a great one for a remaster as well as this. Some guy, the original owner, turned around and said, "Well, I've tried to mod before. I just don't really have the patience for it." Oh well. At the end of the day, you know, Dovetail do what they can, you know, and you know, the European and UK community have managed to, you know, get some groups together. Oh God, yeah. At the end of the day, it's just the Americans. They have to think, well, you know, let's see if we can form a group like High Iron Simulation. Thing is, they'll just turn around. The Americans will just turn around and say, "Oh well, I can't do it. Leave it for someone else to do." Just keep moaning. Hopefully, they'll do it. You know. Exactly. That's it. Some people turn around and say, "Oh, I don't have time to do it." Well, you know, if you learn the editor, and then you know you do the old start modding things and that, you don't have to follow the lamp oil process. That's Dovetail's thing. All the third-party groups can do what they want. Dovetail stick to the lamp oil process. But third-party groups don't have to. I spoke to Dan as well, chatted to him from TSC Controllers, looking to invest. From that distance, I think, bloody hell, it's a Deltic. Hellfire my cords. Oh, thank you BCP for the 10 jewels. Really appreciate it. Oh, thank you. Oh, look at that. Oh guys, cheers. 6-7. Cheers for the gifts. I'm still quite not sure how they work, so yeah. Imagine double-headed 37s doing this. Oh hell yeah! Oh, hello. What's going on with YouTube? It's interesting. Why is it running at 720p? It should be running at 1080. While it's doing that, I'm just having a quick look on my live stream. So it's got the thumbnail up, why is it not doing that? So you've only gone that far? You've got to go that way. So the next route is Nurnberg, Inglestadt. I've not even. I think I've had one of these on the PlayStation. One of these services on the PlayStation. I've not literally played it since it's been released on the PlayStation. I had a go on it before, obviously when I had just had the key. But yeah, I've not really played it, sort of thing, on there. So, which I want to do at some point. So we might play it on Thursday. So the next stream will be Wednesday, which will be Wednesday Night Gaming, and I think it's Mass Effect 3. And I don't know how close we are to finishing that. Yeah, so Dan from TSC Controllers was there as well, and we were playing. There was a couple of PCs that had the TSC set up. I gotta say, my favourite was the door control and the AWS plunger. I didn't do, like, I think Bradley's got the 66 like console, sort of the 66 setup, you know what I mean, where you have like a power handle sort of thing. I wasn't overly impressed with that one. Oh god, yeah, it is really cool kit. If you, Bradley, can you put the TSC link in the chat, please? Oh, it was the flexi brake. Oh yeah, I had the throttle stack. No, I didn't. I used the other one. PVC Pro. That was the one I used. PVC Pro. Batch 2. I used that. The flexi brake. And the door panel with the AWS plunger all attached. And using the door panel and the AWS plunger, it's so much more immersive. You don't have the throttle one yet. I've got to say, I actually do quite like the door control because it's also got the DRA on it as well. Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, the AWS plunger is about 28 quid. Cheers, Bradley. Have a look at the stuff there. I mean, personally, I'd probably go with the AWS plunger and the door control. Because I've just got no room on here. So the AWS plunger would go literally on my right hand side. Door control would sit literally in front of the keyboard or behind the keyboard sort of thing. And you can have the door control up like on an angle. But if I had the money, I'd probably do the flexi brake and the the thing. You have the flexi brake on the right hand side with left hand side with the control, the speed, accelerator, and all that horn, all that sort of stuff. You have the plunger. Oh, that's good. It is good. It is good. There's no separate horn, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, I was spamming the horn a bit. What was I driving? Oh, I can't say what I was driving actually. Yeah, I was driving something. I got my TSW t-shirt, also got a little like pocket diary sort of thing, pocket notebook sort of thing, pen, pencil, that sort of thing. Yeah, I was driving the train. So trains feature in the direct. No. "25 miles to Leeds." So yeah, Inglestadt is next. Not sure we're going to do some. I don't want to do some freight. Well, I want to quickly have a look at the freight first. Mainly because I want to see if I get those modded locos back. Yeah, it was great chatting to Paul. He's over here for the month. I think he bought some TS controller stuff. I think Joe did as well. Stanage tunnel. Once you've got your holiday out of the way in August, you should be buying more. Oh, where are you going on holiday?
UK World Tour. What? Yeah.
Well, I've got a list that I'm currently writing at the moment. Literally, that includes stuff that I need to get, basically. Bradley's visiting Clapton. Yay. Home of Count Bigface. No longer OP. So yeah, basically I'm running really low on stuff because obviously, you know, just living on the minimal amount what I get from DWP and then having to split it over a month. There's certain, you know, food takes priority over cleaning products, toiletries, all that sort of shit. So I've got really low. Literally, I'm run out. So when I get paid, I've made a list, and there's a certain amount of money that I'm going to spend on just topping that up. Because what I like to do is I like to get like 2 lots of it. So when I use one, I can replace it, and then basically when I use that one, I can then replace it with another one. So I've got like a perpetual, always going to have one. Do you know what I mean? So I tend not to run out. One of the good things is working with Lush, I get 3 free products every month. And I think it's either 50 or 75% staff discount as well on products. There's some guy who lives in Bournemouth that went for that as well.
Ooh, what was on that?
So yeah, at the moment I'm just like, this is, well, I've literally now got no more money left until I get paid. Next week is Tuesday. So yeah, I'm just making little bits of notes what I want, and you know, sort of get my my stock levels back up to where they used to be. I also get a YouTube payment as well, which is good. So Inglestadt, Nurnberg is next. Might do the 101. Is it the 101? Not the expert 101. The other one. Actually, it's weird because I saw last year. I saw this before we, just after we left Clapham on the way to Denmark Hill. But this year, I actually managed to see it at Denmark on the approach to Denmark Hill, which was the grain to whatever it is loaded TEAs. And it was, I think it was 66773 hauling it. Yeah, but I didn't get it on video. The only thing I got on video was drive-by of going over the river test from Totten, running round Southampton Maritime. And then basically from leaving Eastleigh Station, going past the Eastleigh Yard. So I saw one of the Britannic 66 and the other GBRF 66 that has been running around with for that last week. So Andy got me the numbers for it as well, which is pretty cool. Weird thing is, I didn't go into Waterloo. River test daily, no. Literally, we went from Hull to Clapham, 748, 744. An ambulance. Oh shit, we've got to slow down to 50. Saw loads of 700s, 701s. I'm trying to think what else. Not many locomotives, to be honest. Not many locomotives. All units. So when I do this tomorrow, I've got to sit down and sort this stream out, which is just basically I've just got to do a little bit on the description. Then I've got to do the adverts, sort them out. I've got to do the locos for that came down last week, 47 and 57. I might be able to get a couple of Instagram shots of that. Transfer all that over to the PC. I've got to update the PC list as well. I still haven't transferred my list from the phone, which I need to do, to email to the PC, what came down in July. I've got to update the list from for August as well from last week. I then have to take all the stuff off all the numbers off my dictaphone and write them on this list that I will be sending over at some point. Then take time to mark them off in my spotting book. I still collect numbers, that's the thing. I've been doing it 50 odd years. I can still do it for another couple of years, you know what I mean? I enjoy doing it, to be honest. Saw 69014 at Eastleigh. 13 miles to go. I've not done the option for a vertical stream. I didn't even know where it played. I've got to check my shorts at some point. Not those sort of shorts, to see whether it's been put in them short section. The other thing that I need to do is also work out what timber I need as well for the model railway, because I'm still progressing with that. Actually managed to see the NSE livery 465 as well. Yeah, 465, which is quite cool. Surprisingly enough, didn't see any GBR livery units. One thing that I want to sort of try and do is that if I am still working when it's on next year, I want to go to the Ali Pali Model Railway show, but I've just got to wait and see. Boggy. don't think we'll be allowed to do 80 in this. Fuel. Did you miss my Oakville passenger run? No. I didn't. Did I know I'd supposed to done that. I didn't do it on Thursday, did I? I will do it this Thursday coming up. So I've got some routes planned at the moment for tonight, but I will do it on this Thursday's stream, and that will be on the PC. Actually, no. We can do it tonight. We do it tonight. We can do it tonight. Don't worry about that. We can do it tonight. That'll be fine. Whoa! Hello! Just a bit of rock and rolling going over there. It's all good. It's all good. I didn't do it Thursday night, did I? Because I didn't stream Thursday. Well, you got a 50 coming up, we might as well just leave it where it is. Rocking around the world. We'd come off, we'd put in a hole in the world. One thing I did yesterday was signed up for premium on Spotify Premium. I was getting really fed up with the adverts, but it's 3 months for $12.99. I'm not arguing with that. And then just before the 3 months is up, I'll cancel it. Nearly there. Showing a green light on this, so that's good. A nice cool 61 frames a second we're running at. Match the Victorian service going, that's it. Bit of a long tunnel this. Very long tunnel this. We like long hits. Hi Penguin, how are you? Didn't know you were in. Welcome to the stream. Wendy likes it large, apparently. Yeah, extra large. Oh, did I tell you about the Burger King? So, all day Friday, I was so looking forward to having an extra large bacon double cheeseburger from Burger King at Victoria. London Victoria, sorry, as I know of. So I thought I wasn't going to, because the connection time was going to be so tight, I was like, I'm not going to have enough time with it for this to get one. Anyway, as it was, managed to have enough time. So I went up there, said, "Can I have extra large bacon double cheeseburger, please?" And I did turn around and say, "I don't have a card." And he goes, "That's fine." So pay by cash. So, gets everything ready, comes to pay for it, and he goes, "We don't accept cash, mate, it's card only." I went, "I just said that I don't have a card, and you said okay." He goes, "Well, have you got a card to pay?" I went, "No." I said, I wouldn't be giving you cash if I had a card, would I? He goes, well, what about the food? I said, well, you'll have to sell it then, won't you? He said, well, you need to pay. I said, it's your loss. You won't accept. I said, I've got money to pay. Well, we don't accept money. Oh well. And I just went off and went, your loss then. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. Yeah, with that, the manager came like chasing after me out the shop, and he just like taps me on the shoulder. He goes, "Are you going to pay for this food you ordered?" I said, "Are you going to accept my money?" And he goes, "If you have a card, yes." I said, "No." I said, "I only have cash on me." And he goes, "No, we don't accept cash." I said, "So where does it say in the shop that you don't? It's card payments only?" And he just ummed and ahed. I just thought, fuck it. I said, "My train's coming. I've got to go." Fucking dickhead. Last year I was there. They accepted cash, so I paid by cash. Cash is king, not Burger King, I'm afraid. They've gone down in my opinion. Yeah, he definitely should have listened. God damn right he should have. You're on the bloody train on the way home. Yeah. So I went and had a KFC instead. KFC packet of crisps. I'm not a big McDonald's fan. Oh, Five Guys. You're Five Guys. Yeah, I don't have a fucking mortgage, mate. Is that road or railway? Oh god, don't get me wrong, I love Five Guys. I just find it too expensive. Wendy loves a Whopper, yeah. I've been told all Wendy's like a Whopper. behave, you lose. Think anything dirty. Bit late for that. I remember I came round here last time I drove this and the bloody train derailed. Bogey. Peak. Keep me in that. Okay, that was close. Woo! Closer than a lingerie shop with no window. Right. Let me just lovely BR sandwich. Right, just gonna have a P&B and get a drink, and I'll be back. Right, but that should be going in a minute. One thing that I would like to do is the 317 AWS sunflower that I got. If I could do it, and I know apparently Dan said he can do it, is that I would like to have the 317 AWS connected, the AWS sunflower connected to the plunger that I got, or that if I order. So basically I'll be hitting the plunger, and as well as the sunflower showing on the game, the sunflower will be activated on the 317 AWS sunflower. Oh my god, I forgot that's double concentrating it. Oh. You know, when you put too much double concentrate juice in. Cool, dear. Next up, we have the new German route, Inglestadt to Nurnberg. Right, put that over there. Ouch. Right. What is it? So it's running over a minute behind. Why is it doing that? Right, okay, it doesn't look as though that's going to move. 11:46:15, 11:46:30. So it's saying it's 40 seconds behind. Seconds behind, that's right. Right, okay, so that's not going to move. That's just going to sit there. Right, next up is Nurnberg Ingolstadt. Even when this decides to load. Right, put that there. To the trains. And we are going to oh, that's what I wanted to look at, wasn't it? Not that. Still saying I'm 16 out of 18. On PS5, can you plug a keyboard in and would the keys be the same as PC? Yes. Yes to both of those because it's what I use on the PS5 as well. This is PC, but I do use the PS5 and it's exactly the same. On the PS5, you can do the two-tone horn. You can also do the F3 key, which it brings up the what's it? The frame rate there as well. Where's the BR185? Come on, there it is. It doesn't. That's annoying. Okay, we are doing the normal BR101. Oh, what's the ICE1 do? No, we'll do the BR101. Nurnberg to Munchen. We are going to do that service. Yeah, any USB keyboard will work with the PS5, so you shouldn't have a problem. Same one that I had plugged into my PS4 works with the PS5, no problem. So yeah, let's crack on with this one. We're doing an afternoon run on the BR101. Dovetail Direct. August the 25th, 2026. 1600. I'll be able to watch this actually, because I didn't think I'd be able to watch it because obviously I'd be at work, but no, I'm fine actually. But there again, I may be out doing a little bit of shopping. 1600, isn't it? I probably will be. So what I'll probably end up doing is watch it and then pop out in the afternoon. Pop out afterwards. I think that would be the best thing. Right. We'll chuck that on there. Chuck that on there. RFB. 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 Brake key. Stick that in. Put that forward. Open the doors. Which, if I had the door opening thing, it would be click on the right hand side.
RFB. RFB. RFB.
Didn't mean to press that one. I meant to press that one. And for old time's sake, slam that door. I love that sound. Is that when EC Pool is being announced? Yeah, I wish. I so wish. Now, have you ever wondered how to open a window in this? It's basically, you click that. And there you go. And that closes it. So for some... What the hell is going on? It's just all of a sudden it just started showing adverts again on my stream. Notes redacted, redacted and redacted are being announced by redacted adverts, for fuck's sake. Oh, apparently... Well, actually, let's...
Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung.
That's interesting. But it shouldn't be doing adverts, because I've said that I'll put adverts in manually. It shouldn't be displaying them. It's not worth going any higher than 130 because you've only got to bring it down again. Ooh, that ICU over there. Look.
Zugbeeinflussung.
Four 442 hamster.
Zugbeeinflussung.
Where are we stopping? Adelsberg.
Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung.
LZB have kicked in.
Zugbeeinflussung. Zwangsbremsung. Zwangsbremsung.
We're fine.
Höhenfreigabe. Höhenfreigabe. Höhenfreigabe.
Why are the doors open? This is what I was looking for.
SIFA. Zugbeeinflussung.
It's to do with an update. They are aware of it and it is being sorted out.
SIFA. Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung.
We're going to attempt 280. But that was that happened because of a small update. So you've got to try and understand why it's happened. Yeah, we can only do 200. Hold my beer.
Zoek beeinflussen.
God damn it, AFB.
Siva. Siva. Zoek beeinflussen.
That station we just saw on the map, you do actually get to stop on there.
Zoek beeinflussen. Siva. Siva. Zoek bij.
Beeinflussen.
Zoek beeinflussen.
Not so flat. It's hilly, got DMUs, and it looks a bit scenic. What did I like it?
Zoek beeinflussen. Siva. Siva. Zoek bij.
Refund in a week. Now she should start slowing down, in theory.
Siva. Zoek beeinflussen.
There's the braking curve. Going to quickly pop out for 28 minutes or as goodbye for now. No, that's cool. Cheers. I'll see you when you get back.
Zoek beeinflussen. Siva. Zoek beeinflussen.
If he's not asleep, yeah.
Zugbeeinflussung. Höhefreigabe. Höhefreigabe. Höhefreigabe.
Are you having problems with the doors?
Schließvorgang eingeleitet.
Not heard any station announcements either.
Zugbeeinflussung.
"32 kilometers to Kindling." Kinding.
Zugbeeinflussung.
So beeinflussen.
Zugbeeinflussung.
Lovely afternoon drive. Oh, dear me.
Zugbeeinflussung.
Get this gone ready. Oh, blimey, governor.
Zugbeeinflussung.
It's not a bad route. I quite like this route, to be honest.
Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung.
All laid on concrete. Yeah, it's quite nice, isn't it? Best catch up with my train, haven't I?
Zugbeeinflussung.
It gets high speed and traffic. It's got high speed and traffic. What honestly not to love? Exactly. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's doing what it's doing. It's a bit weird. I was like, where's my little white dot gone? Systems are bugged, by the way. What systems? Right, 11 o'clock is when this stream will finish. Or as close to 11 as possible. Whether I finish these, I've got 5 routes down to do. So whether I do these 5 routes or not, I don't know. What ones I don't do, I will try and do on Thursday. Oh, safety systems. Yeah, I think I've read somewhere. Throws out a spurious 1000 hertz magnet at some point as well. Also, if you notice that the TSR is a permanent TSR as you leave Inglestadt, the 70 kilometers an hour one. So if I have to use PC again on Thursday, I will. I've got no problem using that. Zugbeeinflussung. I put way too much bloody orange in that drink. Could be interesting whether it stops. They're well modelled, but fundamentally a bit broken. Yeah.
Höhefreigabe. 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 SIFA. Zugbeeinflussung.
Abfahrt 15:34 Uhr.
I beg your pardon. So the doors aren't opening. Any more for any more?
Schließvorgang eingeleitet.
Still waiting on the 145 Sonara tutorial score fix. Yeah, it does.
SIFA, Zugbeeinflussung.
24 kilometres to Inglestadt. Then we have the East Coast Mainline. We're going to use a timetable more as well for that. SIFA from Royal. But yeah, I've got to say 11 o'clock is my cut-off point because I've got to do some bits before I go to bed. But what routes I don't play, we have Midland Mainline, Oakville to do after East Coast Mainline. Then we will do those on Thursday. What I don't do. Yeah, I'm sorry it's like dragged out with Oakville, but yeah. So these TSC controllers are all handmade. It would be great to sort of see if I can get the AWS magnet called Sunflower to work with TSW, which I know people can. Yeah, I think it would be. I'm not sure, you know. I don't mind getting pain for the plunger, just using that. That's good enough for me in the moment. And then further on down the line, getting the door control and the DRA. I'll be a happy little bunny with that. But I think you have to keep the software window open. So yeah. Bit of a bugger. Yeah, I had a look at the model railway at Dovetail's office as well. They have been working on it, which is pretty cool. I did have a drive on one of the new routes as well, on both Xbox and PC. Got to say I quite enjoyed it. Obviously the PC was using the TSC controllers set up, which is quite cool. I think you could probably get away with using the plunger, the AWS plunger for Tthree as well, can't you? In theory.
Ziva.
AWS plunger works on console. Does it? Hey! Be interesting. Shame the door controls don't. ICE! Actually met Johannes as well. And the guys from All Aboard Studio. Well, one guy from All Aboard Studio, I think the guy that owns it. But yeah, we were chatting about stuff and everything, so yeah. So in theory, that should slow down to 160. I hear he met that BCP Blue. Who? BCP Blue? Who did? Have we lost LZB? Yeah, we have. Oh yeah, yeah. I managed to see you there. Not at Does Help. Oh shit, we're stopping here.
Höhenfreigabe. Höhenfreigabe. Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung.
Bit of a weird station, this. Achtung!
SIFA. SIFA. Zugbeeinflussung.
Nach München Hauptbahnhof. Abfahrt
5. Schließvorgang eingeleitet.
There we go. No, look. Inglestadt Road. Oh, I thought it was the main station, you dumbass. Couple of VR294s about. I need to learn how to drive them.
Zugbeeinflussung.
Zugbeeinflussung.
Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung.
Finished? Cheers.
Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung. SIFA. Zugbeeinflussung.
Sifa von
Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung.
acknowledge.
Zugbeeinflussung.
Good job I don't know what it is I'm doing, doesn't it? Isn't it? If you are enjoying the stream, thank you very much. And if you are, hit the like button. And if you are not a subscriber of the channel, please hit subscribe. You'll be notified when I go live, when I can make my community posts, and when I post videos. So yeah, I am currently working on about 3 or 4 videos at the moment, so all taking their time, etc, etc. Yeah, so come and say hello and hit the like button. You can also hit the join button and become a valued member as well of the channel for $3.99 a month. Oh look, it's a DMU, scenic. Oh, locos, you can swing a cat at.
Zugbeeinflussung. Kühlfreigabe. Kühlfreigabe. Kühlfreigabe.
Double unit. Just a few 185s lying about.
Schließvorgang eingeleitet.
10,008. Right, so go to East Coast Mainline, depending on how long that's going to be. But I want to finish by about 8, well, by 11. So yeah, this will probably be the last route. But Midland Mainline in Oakville, we will play that Thursday. So Matty, apologies. I do apologise. Schnellverstärker Nurnberg Inglestadt out now. Oh, what is the mastery? Next Monday night will be Monday Night Mastery. Need to complete that. "2019 timetable is epic." Oh god, yeah. There isn't one. Okay, I'll put the question. I shall ask the question. Don't think I should have done that. Right, East Coast Mainline 2019 timetable. No, 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 no. Don't do that one. Mastery. I don't think. No, no, they're not. It's actually Mastery is quite what's that word? It is successful because people will go out and do the stuff, and the little posters, they're quite simply easy to do, sort of thing, and they randomize at the stations as well, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I don't think they're doing away with it, not as far as I'm aware. London King's Cross to Leeds. Drive this LNER service from Peterborough to Doncaster. Do you know what? We're going to do that one. We've got to drive a HST. It has to be done. Let's do it. Let's do it. Dovetail Direct, August 25th, 2026, 1700 UTC. Not yet rated. So this is not live, it's pre-recorded. Now you're going to get people asking questions in the chat, which I'm going to just find so funny. So it's not live, guys. We want this, we want that, we want this, we want that. Yeah, right, okay, whatever. nice that. Horsham. Good evening, I have returned. How are you? Good evening, Pete. How are you? Welcome to the stream. As a wise man once said, feck 'em. Hi, Sammy. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Close the doors. Let's go. Hi Jack, how are you, sir? Welcome to the stream. Very good, awesome. The surreal thing was on when was it? On Friday. I was at Bromley South. Obviously, Bradley was there as well. And just after 7 o'clock, everyone's phones started going off with this government alarm, and it's so surreal. It was just like everyone was like, "What the fuck is that?" Look down at the phone, and it's your alarm thing going off. I mean, it went off for me another 4 times as well by the time I got home, and then I forgot to turn my phone off overnight Friday into yesterday. Yeah, 3 o'clock yesterday morning. Fucking alarm went off on it again. I mean, there's a lot of people saying it didn't need to be said. Well, yeah, it does. It was requested by the fire brigade, and I agree completely with what they did, to be honest. You kept thinking about the bigoted women. Bigoted women? Oh, God, yeah. The one that asked the station guy saying, "What's the hold up? Come on, let's get moving." The hell? Where the hell are you coming from? 66744. Oh, we'll be catching him up. You had it at 2 AM as well. Does need to be said, there's been 2 derailments now in the same area down south. No, it was only one, which was Lewis, as far as I was aware, and then there was one in Essex. Your alerts came through in Welsh at first, and most people in Wales don't understand Welsh. Not good. Yeah, it's weird because some people are saying my brother said his came through in Welsh. And he lives in just up the road from me, so yeah, it's weird. But he only got it once. I was like, I got it 4 fucking times, 5 times. Once at the thingy, twice on the train. One when I got just into the flat. Oh, 3 derailments in the last week. And then the Catford loop as well, because that went tits up. That had a trap buckle on it as we went past it. So yeah. And then overnight, Friday into Saturday. I mean, they were very lucky in that Lewis derailment. Clapham, there's one at Clapham. Oh, wasn't there a low-speed one with a operational incident at, was it Clapham? Someone sent me some pictures of it. Full 440 railed in the sidings, yeah. And then of course, obviously on the way home, my 1933 service got cancelled. Luckily, I caught the 1908 into Victoria, and then the 159 that I had from Clapham Junction to Woking, the aircon wasn't working on it, and everything else coming up from Southampton way was delayed by up to 76 minutes because of apparently 2 freight trains failed between Winchester and Basingstoke on Friday afternoon. I won. They all could have been prevented, but the entities decided new heat initials for this year, which hasn't worked at all. No, that's a surprise. So we're going all the way through to Doncaster. Yay! Well, this will be the last one tonight. And then Midland Mainline and Oakville Sub will be on the PC on Thursday. And then whatever other routes I decide to put on. Nationwide blanket speed would have been the best option. Yes. Shall be doing this Thursday. Oh, awesome, mate. To what I think it is. We have an IET with damage to the body shell from rough riding. Oh my god. after it passed over distorted rail. Bloody hell. There's a new acronym as well that's been thrown around. Facebook accredited rail crash engineers, also known as FARS. For all those armchair engineers that are thinking, oh, it did this, they are now known as FARS. Facebook accredited rail crash engineers. Oi, oi, stabbing a wee. Running ECS by the looks of it. Hey, not an ECS. Sussex derailment looked like a train coming off the rails for some reason. You have theories, but well, being an official Facebook accredited, being a farce, I think it's fairly obvious what happened. But obviously, you have to wait for the investigation. "58 miles to go to Doncaster, platform 4. The PC's slightly warm, which is good. I mean, my theory is that I reckon the rails buckled underneath the last coach as the last rear cab went on, rear coach went over it. The rails buckled, it's derailed it, And then as it, I think it was slightly going round a slight bend, and as it's gone round, that's toppled over and it's pulled the other two with it. So you know, it's like sometimes you get a derailment on the rear of your model railway sort of consist, and then basically as it goes around a corner, it just pulls the rest over, sort of thing, on this side. Yeah, it's the last three coaches derailed. So we are currently 54 miles, doing 105 miles an hour. Make that 104. So this is the timetable based on the East Coast Mainline Winter 2019 timetable, I believe it is. Yeah, that is another one that I've heard as well, and I know there is currently restrictions to the timetable for Waterloo to Exeter because of it. They had it last year, but it's again this year, and some people have mentioned about the rough riding on it. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at that, or it's the rail buckling, which apparently RAB have concluded their investigations anyway. So they've come up with a solution, well, not a solution, but a thingy. Azuma. Whack it down to 100. Yeah. I don't know where we are. Where are we? Discord ready, Bradley. Oh, blimey. Oh, just getting comfy. Where's my AWS buzzer? Yeah, I think this it's got to be stressed to a certain point because it also has the work in the winter as well. But yeah, that's, you know, Network Rail. There is a video out actually. Strangely enough, that I think they released it on Thursday, or I saw it on my feed on Facebook on Thursday. And they actually explained, because, you know, they would say, oh, why doesn't it happen in Europe or Australia or America, which it does. But yeah, they're explaining everything on there, why it's not the same as Europe or the rest of the world. So yeah, but I would definitely have a look at that. It kind of explains. Good lord. Although that is shown a green, it was yellow when a time I was just approaching it. No name attached. They weren't expecting the jump in temperatures, but they should be in a way. I mean, I think, and if I remember, I read somewhere over the last few days that they are seeking that they may need to go for a high stress temperature, a higher stress temperature, because of the climate. I know people are totally going to disagree with this, basically saying it's summer, get over it. You know, it's ridiculous, but yeah, exactly. Rail. They do have in certain areas. They do have like expansion joints. I know where we had some rail at Poole. There was a expansion joint, literally where the footbridge was, because you could see it. I don't know if it's still there actually. Need to look at that. But yeah, it has no room to expand to a degree, and if it's in certain obviously areas where it will get hot, like southeastern England, and it's what 36, 37 degrees centigrade there most of the day. I mean, it was in Chatham itself in the office. It was cool. It wasn't as hot as it has been. But well, it can only expand as much as the gap. Ooh. If it expands more than that, and it can't, it's gonna go shit and boing. It'll what you call it out. So yeah, it can only expand to a certain amount. Strangely enough, people, if they use model railways in lofts in the summer, get really, really hot. There are some modders that have learnt the hard way and just used jointed up track. The hell? That have used jointed up track all the way round. They've left no room for expansion. So after a hot day, they'll come up into the loft and the track's buckled. And yes, it does happen on model railways. I mean, you have people turning around saying, "So why hasn't this happened in the Steam days?" Well, it did. Even though they weren't using welded rail in the Steam days, but sometimes it did happen in the Steam days. So yeah, you know, I mean, the RAB will deliver their report in an interim report at some point, and then they'll do the full investigation, the findings, and all that sort of shit. And it'll be more or less the same as the one in Essex as well. I'm still going with the trap buckled underneath the rear of the train. But then I will go for second. I'll go for what the other thought was, which you mentioned, was that the embankment was dried out and became unstable. But yeah, it's definitely interesting. The other one at was it Wickford in Essex? Yeah, I don't know. Really don't know. Whatever findings, it will be down to crap foresight and lack of forward-looking investment. Well, that's always going to be the thing with our railways. It's always been like that. Investment is pretty shit. It's never going to change. It's only because of the private companies that have, you know, the not British Rail or the government, like the private companies that have invested in new rolling stock, is that we've got new rolling stock. Would we still, if there was no, if it was still like British Rail, even now, or Network South East or whatever, would we still be riding around in slam door stock some 70 odd years after they were built, so to speak? Or would we still have, you know, we'd have all this new new infrastructure? We are 24 miles outside Doncaster. Doncaster's a bit full. Just a bit. I mean, to be honest, they had to phase them out after the Clapham and Purley disasters, crashes. Privateers don't try and invest because they'll make a few quid in the short term. Get out and have someone in the future to sort the shit out. I mean, that's the nature of it, isn't it? 18 miles to go. Sorry, I'm just messing with something on the other screen. And keeping an eye on this. Right, bear with me for a couple of minutes. I've just got to have a P&B. Why has that done that? Right, back in a second. precision kills anything. It's actually right, where were we? Miles from Doncaster. So the next stream from me will be Mass Effect 3 on Wednesday night gaming. So that'll be this Wednesday. That'll be from 17:30, 19:30. Sorry, 19:30. That I believe was a Lumos service. Walking down Chatham High Street Friday morning about 10 to 9, I think it must have been, something like that. One of Chatham's finest. Basically, bloke. He looked probably he actually looked nearly 90 odd, but he was a young person. The only teeth he had in his face, in his mouth, sorry, or in his head, were the two front canine teeth, the top of his gob. That was it. He was like a gummy bear, and it was just like, I was like, fucking hell, the state of that. Already on his fucking can of John Smith's. I was just like 10 to 9 in the morning. What a fucking state. That'll be the one. 7.6 miles, this is where it starts getting a little bit interesting on the frame rate. Keep an eye on that frame rate in the top right hand corner. Oh, here we go. GBRF, what have we got? What have we got? 717. Oh, we got a bundle of them over here. Yeah, that's a bug. That is a bug, unfortunately, that spawns the locos like that. Is that Freightliner or is that Freightliner? You understand some of the textures being a bit blurry. The amount of stuff that's in the yard. Oh! No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I thought it was going to crash then. I was like, no! I think they've gone a little bit overboard with the 66s tucked up around the places. Yeah, I don't think they will. But no, cheers for popping in, it's appreciated. Have fun. I'll maybe chat to you in a week if you're on when I'm on.
are now approaching Doncaster. Please take all your belongings with you.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform, and take care when stepping down from the train.
Yeah, do as he says. You're on the outskirts of Doncaster. This service will terminate here. There we go. Unlock doors. So like I said, the next stream from me will be on Wednesday evening. It will be Wednesday night gaming, and that will be with Mass Effect 3. Then the next Train Sim World stream will be on the PC on Thursday evening. So yeah, let me just quickly get out of here. All set up, ready to go. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this. If you have enjoyed it and you haven't already, hit the like button and hit the sub button as well, because it really does help. It pushes the algorithms. So yeah, guys, until Wednesday, I will speak to you later. Have fun and collect a newspaper. Have fun and don't do anything I wouldn't do. But another route map. Yeah. I will see you over the next few days. I'll be on Discord as always. So yeah, guys, have fun, and I shall catch you in the next one. Oops. See you later. If I can find out how to get out of it.